Do it like this all night. I know just what you like. Know just what you like. Do it like this all night. I know just what you like. Know just what you like. Do it like this all night. I know just what you like. Know just what you like. Do it like this all night. I know just what you like. Know just what you like.
Yo, right, check number 2, chicken check. Yo, what's good in the house? Everybody, it's your boy Jay Coldwater. Long hair, you see this big guy here, my cohort, my best friend, constituent comedy crime partner, and told his story to the Weed of Life food group. I don't know if that's a thing yet, but we might make that. So, what's good, everybody? We in the house back. 2 niggas smoking weed. 2 NSW for sure. This is the 4 Blunt Show. Thursday. It's 4:20. You know what to do. What are you eating, man?
Chicken.
What's that chicken and meat?
Chicken and potatoes and green beans.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mean like a. It's kind of gourmet. A little healthy option there. Is that what that's going on? But is it medicated? Yeah. What's good, everybody? So today we're gonna have a cool little show. I got a couple of cool videos that I came across that I might want to show off to the world. And of course, also we'll have our normal rambunctious conversationals and so forth with our friends that bebop in from time to time. Speaking of one of those good friends that bebop in with us from time to time, everybody put your hands together from Flower from Facebook.
Hi, good evening.
What up? What up? How are we doing today?
We are doing great.
Good, good,
We
good.
are doing great. Yes. Um, I really am enjoying these shows, and I like how it allows me to also stream live on my platform. So this show is also being hosted over on my show live on my
Awesome.
platform.
I like
That's
that.
cool, right?
Yeah,
Like that's like what a cool feature.
that's why I made it possible for you to do as such and so forth. And
Yes.
please remember, everybody that's watching, we are live. Actually, it may show up via Facebook, but we are live on YouTube. So if you do want to chop it up with us and send us some comments and whatnot, do so through YouTube until I figure out something better. I can see your comments when you put it. I just have to make sure I'm checking for said comments. Come across the screen, and I will read them out loud so that we can all take gander and awe at either A, your geniusness, B, your comedy, or be shunned for your ignorance. And we like to shun. Well, I do. I don't know about anybody else. I like shunning, especially for being ignorant. You like shunning people for ignorance? What's wrong? What's wrong?
When needed.
We say when concentrate. I shun you. You say shunning is cool when needed.
Yeah.
I agree. I think people don't shun enough. You know, our excellent shunners are the Amish. You don't want to be shunned by the Amish. They can shun you for. And that's the thing. If, that, if you're Amish and you do like break a law or something like that, an Amish like law, they shun you. I.e., they just don't talk to you.
Yeah.
That's what shunning is. They don't talk to you. They don't fuck with you. You can be like right there in their face talking, and they'll just stare at you like it's cold. I don't think I want to be shunned. Not by the Amish. I mean, they can ignore you right to your face. That,
Shunning is a cold skill for sure.
that's, that is close. I mean, if you can shun somebody with to the degree that makes it want to be like, okay, 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 and quit, you a what's a shun? You're a shun gangster. You're a shinster.
Shunster. You're a shankster, a shunster.
You're a shunster. I hear you
Shun
back.
artist.
A shun artist.
A shun artist.
A shun artist. So yeah, so we're live on YouTube. So if anybody want to make any comments, if there's any Amish people out there listening right now that have been shunned or trying to get shunned or in the process of being shunned, chime in with us, explain to us, tell us what it's like. We don't know. If we don't find out, maybe we'll Google later and
The shunning.
see what the is really going on here. So so I read it. I do read it. But before we go to that, Laura, what's been going on since yesterday?
A lot happens every day in the world. You know, um, I get my news mostly from social media these days because, well, the real news is never actually correct. They get their news from social media these days. So, you know, but I saw that they're ready to break ground for the movie production studios there in Vegas.
Okay.
Um, what else? Let's see. I learned this week that Roller Pigeon is like the best brand in Vegas that Doughboy smokes. Um, and it's got all the colors, and you can hear it break and see the crystals.
Yeah. It goes,
Um, let's see. Oh, I launched live. I taught myself a bunch of stuff this week. That was kind of cool.
all right.
That felt good to like be able to finally figure a few things out that I've been wondering about.
Okay.
Let's see what else. I don't know. I mean, like a bunch of stuff happens all day, every day.
We're just out there just doing things.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Gotta make it happen. Gotta make it happen.
yeah, you do. You do. Every day you gotta make. Every day you gotta make a little bit of your dream happen. Every day, a little bit of your dream has to happen. Otherwise, it's going to continue to be a dream. So there's one to grow on from Uncle Jay. Do a little bit of your dream every day, whatever it is. Saving money, save a little bit of money every day. It's getting the hot chick down the aisle. Talk to her a little bit every day. Just say hi. The next day, say, hey, how you doing? Next thing you know, you're taking her lunch. Just a little bit at a time. It's one step at a time, one day at a time. All that good stuff. How about you, though? How you feeling over there, man? How's life over there in Command and Conquer?
Oh, it's doing pretty good, bro. Shit,
We're
shit, we're just maxing and relaxing, and you know,
pulling each other up over there.
yeah, don't you know what I'm saying? Don't we continue to help the community?
Just say it. You're over there causing thermonuclear war every day.
I mean, you know, we're over here just, doing a good thing for Christ,
What are you doing?
a good thing for Jesus.
He's blowing them all out. He's blowing them all up and letting God figure it out.
Yeah,
He's currently playing thermonuclear war.
You're playing a video.
no video. Well, I mean, video, but add game to the end of it. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what I'm doing.
Like a console thing.
Nah, he's old school. He's playing on his computer right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so what I'm saying. I sometimes I play on my computer. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes
It's a very beautiful thing.
he chooses broadcast days to further.
The look on his face for concentrating to play that be the look on my face concentrating trying to play YouTube.
No, I mean, you know what? I pretty, I was playing this before I started. Before you start the show, like I was already out into this motherfucker already. But I think I do have ADD or PTSD. Like,
Don't blame that nigga. He was supposed to stop when the show started.
you know what I'm saying? Like I cannot sit anywhere and just like chill. Like I gotta start doing something. Play my game, play on my phone, play the game. I just can't sit and just like not do nothing. Like,
That's where breaking the weed, rolling the weed, and smoking the weed comes in.
I just finished the blunt, so I mean I wasn't even thinking about it, but I mean I guess I could go back into it. I mean I can always roll up again. It's not a problem.
Always just roll up. Roll up.
But I'm gonna still play this motherfucking game because you know what I'm saying, that's one in my peripheral.
But the rule is though, if he's gonna play the game while we're podcasting, he needs to be coherent in the show too.
And I do be coherent. I answer all your questions and shit. Anything you ask me, I always answer.
This was yes and no ain't always an answer to the question though. That's the problem.
This ain't Master Kush. Do you think it is?
I don't think so.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is two dudes smoking weed. Well, two ninjas smoking weed for a blunt show.
You don't just say the word nigga.
Man,
I say it in normal conversation when I'm around people that I know it doesn't offend, but I know that since this is a live show and broadcasted and people really don't know me or my origin, I don't want to offend anybody out there or get any kind of backlash for anything I say or do because I'm very much myself. I'll very much speak and say anything I choose to say, but I do not want to offend people that don't want to be abrupted by someone like myself to be able to say it. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like we'll start there.
Okay, but I think that if niggas and there's two of us here, so we outnumber any other race right now. If we say it's cool, then I say. I mean, I understand it's in context, and that also goes to the FCC. The FCC. Anything used in the state of production during the creativity of art can fly. So, like, if we're on like national TV and they ask me to freestyle rap, and I start freestyling and I say, curse words on that, they have to let that go
Yeah.
live. You know what I'm saying? They have to let that go. Or be faster with their beats. One or the other. But regardless,
Well, I'm always say the word nigga. I don't know how to express it any other fucking way.
I say it a lot. I call everything, and then on top of that, like I don't just call niggas niggas. I call white people niggas, Mexicans niggas.
Oh, me too. I mean, it's a word that I use in a normal conversation as a regular placeholder. I mean, just like I would use bitch, dude, person, whatever. But I just, for the sake of the broadcasting system, and again, people not understanding my origin and me not having to even want to be questioned, like don't question me. So I'll just proceed,
No, that's fair. That's
proceed
why
in
we
the
got.
water the way I, see
But that's
fit.
also the reason why I shortened it down from the whole entire name to just two
Just
NSW.
do NSW, yeah.
Or
I
you could
saw
just
that.
say for a blunt show.
Or you could just say the 4 Blunt Show, because honestly, because of feelings, because of feelings.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really get but yeah.
Like
You know what
I
I'm
was
saying?
raised
You
in
know what
an
I'm saying?
era with
Because of
no
feelings.
feelings,
That's
but
what
all
it
these people got these feelings and opinions and all that kind of stuff now. So
If more people could understand that 9 times out of 10, their opinion or their feelings don't matter, the world would be so much a better place. People put their emotions in the wrong shit. Like, like if you go to the bank and you put in a loan, you get turned down for the loan, don't cry. Get your credit right. That's the solution to that. Don't cry. Don't tell them about your problem, why you need a loan, shit like that. No, just go out and what the girl Leah say, dust yourself off and try it again. That's that's about the best way. That's just me. So if you're a crier out there, get your act trying to hear it as a person. I mean, like cry when it's necessary, like cry for somebody passing, cry for somebody's birth, cry for success, hard times, you know what I'm saying? Or if it's overwhelming, period, sometimes a good cry is good. If it's just overwhelming, you think? If it's just, yeah, I gotta be honest with you, if it's just things are just overwhelming. But the end fact is this: crying on fix shit, get your ass up, push your knees off, pop your collar, and get right back out there at it. That's another one to grow on from your Uncle Jay. Here for you people.
Okay. Well, hey, that's a little moment of silence needed.
No, it kind of was.
can we get a motherfucking moment of silence, please, for this small chronic rage?
First one, chronic break. You know what? Uh, are we familiar with the rap music skit, like the rap album, the skit they put in the rap album? We're familiar with some off the top of our domes. You know,
The
it's
what?
like like uh like the skit. Like you listen to a rap album, and they always put like a little skit in there. Some weird
I've
shit.
always really loved that. I've enjoyed that. Whole bodies of work when it comes to music, and people they don't get creative. They just put these songs, and half the songs don't even go together. They're just I like a if you're gonna create art, I've always liked that. I liked how those ones did the little skits and the intros, and
Yeah.
you know,
Don't drink that wine. Yeah, I like that stuff. I think I'm gonna create a game out of this. But right now, if there's any one skit that was on the album that you like that just stuck out good in your head, what was it? This is gonna hit me five by.
I got one. I got one.
What was that?
Hold on. I gotta remember how I go. I gotta get it right. Hold on.
Oh, this one.
Ah, but
Must
I
be good.
don't know nobody in Yonkers. Bitch, you fucking them.
That is a good
That's
one.
probably one of my favorite skits
I, we
on a
just
song
we
for
just
sure.
say, oh, don't nobody that ain't fucking nobody. Do I gotta holler his name?
But I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody in Yonkers. Bitch, you fucking them.
You
That was
fucking
DMX.
yeah. That
How
wasn't a
it's
good.
going down. The extended version with the actual skit.
Right. Yeah. That's the jam right there. That yeah.
Yeah.
Lying. See,
And
lying.
what about
Yes,
y'all? I got
I was
another
gonna.
one too, but what about
I was
y'all?
gonna ask. I was gonna ask though. What's one for you, man? Just to skit off one of your favorite albums or one that just sticks on your head. I got one that sticks on your head. So what?
This is Rick James, bitch.
Yeah,
It's
that was
on it.
good.
Oh, on no, I said on a rap album.
Oh,
Yeah, rap album.
I mean, but he did sing on the show, so I get it. Like,
I mean, I imagine if you get the soundtrack that particular skit might be on. But no, we're talking about rap.
um, the skit from Dr. Dre's The Chronic, Eddie Griffin. I don't know the words to it. Yeah, he did a skit on the beginning of Chronic 2000. He was the very first person to do a motherfucking skit.
Oh, when he was talking about how hard the album was gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember how that would go either, but yeah, that is a good skit though because he kind of he very overzealous, very overzealous. One for me is off of, and I've been listening to this album a lot lately. It's off of Ice Cube's first solo joint, America because Most Wanted. Uh,
Oh,
where motherfuckers say, I used to get the motherfuckers for the Nissan trucks right in the drive-through. Nigga, get your motherfucking food, get out. And they be laughing, and they say straight jacket. I like two things. It was funny to me. The second thing, it led right into the next album, perfect. You know what I'm saying? It's like the very next song,
yes.
it was like the perfect. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh,
Just like the, you know what I'm saying, the who you fucking skit on DMX.
yeah.
Led right into the
Uh,
song perfectly. You know what I'm saying?
there's another
The
Ice Cube one that was hella hard now that you think about it, and it's the one that starts with the doorbell when he at the daddy house asking for her to come outside before Nappy dug out.
ding dong.
That was good too. And then
Oh, that my daughter
one
didn't
on
know
the
ice cream.
and then one from Doughboy's choice was one of my favorites always was everybody wanna hear the shit on W Balls, W Balls.
You know what? I gotta be honest with you. That first Chronic album had all the best hits.
Yeah, because there was like a few of them. Like there was literally an intro to almost everything. It was because it was the radio station playing it.
Motherfucker, yeah, you
It
know.
was on the radio
Nigga,
station.
stupid
Yeah,
nigga. He upstairs, nigga got this little fine little beauty bitch.
it was a
And he
concept.
left the head on my mama's sheets, nigga.
Oh, and like D's nuts.
These nuts. Hey, then what you? Hey, no, on some serious shit. Then what's now? What's that? What you call it? Give that to you? Who? D. These nuts. Oh, you full of shit, nigga. D. Yeah, once again,
Yeah,
it just,
that
it
shit
just
was
led
the
right into that
best.
shit.
Yeah,
Just so perfect. The production skills on that shit was. Shout out to Dr. Dre for having some of the coolest production skills before it was even important to have production skills. You know what I'm saying? Like executive. I mean, I don't care who they say executive produced that shit. He did it all. He did everything. He played instruments on that shit, samples he cleared, all that shit. He did it. Like, there's a lot of shit that, Drake gets a lot of props, don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of shit he didn't get props for that he probably should have props for then too. Like, i.e., inventing an entire music genre as far as beat production goes. I mean,
yeah,
it had always been there, but it was because of him that they called it the G Funk era. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? He made Dickies and Cortez's cool again. He made the West cool. I just gotta be honest. He just made the West cool. When Dre got to be loose and was able to be Dre, that little bit of time that he was able to be Dre for real, he made the West Coast super duper. So speaking of really, really cool, a game I'm gonna implement today, and if you like it, say we'll probably do some more. But I only grabbed one picture for this here, so we can discuss other things. Tippy top, pop it back up for other people. But something ain't right here. Make this a little bigger so they'll see it too. Something ain't right here.
Oh, that is what's not right. Oh, the things are not going. The blades. The blades must be stuck. The
It's
rotation
just,
is working, but
yeah,
the
it's just
blades are not working.
rotating. How angry are you when you look up at your fan and it's doing that?
My
You look at
fan
your fan,
doesn't do that.
yeah, like what the fuck? Like only half. It's just oscillating the blades.
Oh, I've had fans. I usually don't use the oscillating feature because I like for it to like do it like it that just blows hot air around out here in the desert for me. But when those blades don't work or they're like I have long hair, so my hair just somehow be collective places. And sometimes it gets wrapped up in the fan, I don't know how. And they'll get stuck or whatever, like a long piece will wrap around. You have to go restart the thing or like if they're hard to clean.
Yeah, actually, as a young man, I learned how to clean out my fans. I had a fan like that, and it would tend to not work from time to time.
Yeah,
So
it took
I
me the
learned how to
longest to figure out how to take off
take off
that
the
basket piece and put
actual
it back
fan.
on her.
Yeah, once I figured all that out right there, I was like, oh, get in there and clean all that stuff up. Let's
Yeah.
do a brand new fan. Yeah, I was, but I took apart a lot of shit as a kid. I was supposed to. I got this camera for my birthday one year. The next year, I took it completely apart, like every
Oh,
little, yeah. And I had it laid all out, all nice and neat and everything. Like as I was taking it apart, I put everything in a little section, a little tabletop I was using. Dad came out and said, "What the hell, boy? Did you take that damn camera apart we got you for your birthday?" And as proud as I was, I said, "Yep, took it apart, Daddy." And when he looked at it, he goes, "So, what you gonna put it back together again?" I looked down at it, and I was like, "I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that."
that's too bad.
Yeah, never bought me a camera again after that. He meant he's never buying you a
Yeah,
camera.
my
He did.
that was a taker aparter people.
I'm pretty sure though, if I use my little brain and concentrate, I probably could have got it back. Might have had some spare parts.
I've learned to even take a picture of where the cords are all plugged in if you have to get to moving things around or anything in the back of like your TVs and everywhere else, like so that you just, there used to be so many more cords. It's a
Yeah,
lot easier now without all the cable boxes and everything. I just stream, so I have a small streaming device, one cord.
yeah. Well, that's what's dope. Now you stream everything now. Like you don't need to have cables for everything. I like wireless stuff. I really do. Hate having to have a wire hanging from anything off my body. Like behind behind my workstation where my camera's at and everything like that. It's terrible back there. I don't even like to look at it. I don't even want to deal with it. It's horrible. I don't know. It was way worse at one time. I think we unplugged the last year. We unplugged well, our spaghetti situation back there. But yeah, that's what's cool about this stuff because you can stream now. Like I said, one cable you're in, you can watch whatever you want to watch when you want to watch it. Pause the shit. I gotta be honest with you, like this new, like I don't know how it does for anybody who works for any other company like that, but I like it. I enjoy being able to watch whatever I want to watch. Yeah, I think it's nice.
Yeah, I got to a point where I would fall asleep at the movie theater, and I would miss the whole movie. So, um, I like being able to start and stop and whenever I want.
Yeah, and sometimes I go to sleep with some shit, and I wake up, I'll bring it back to the last thing I
Yeah,
remember,
yeah.
and just continue from there. You know. Or I'll wake up in the morning and be
Well,
like,
the
oh,
fact that you
damn.
can watch it over and over and start it as many times as you need to watch it without having to come back to the theater.
Yeah.
Like when you're at the theater, like you really have to just like watch the movie, right? So
You didn't pay for
like
that
you're
shit. So
sitting down for that long, you're locked in, and you're watching the movie because like you're not getting up and down because you're missing the actual movie. They don't take commercial breaks, they don't take an intermission. Like so
this is all facts. Like the sucky thing is you don't want to be uh, watching a movie you just paid fucking, let's say you go on a date, so it's you, your significant other, whatever. So that's like $30 getting in. Then you want popcorn. Each of you gonna want something to drink, no matter what size. That's gonna be like another $20, $25 right there. Boom. So you paid about $55 so far just to watch a movie, and then you fall asleep on it. That's some bullshit. You
crazy.
know what I'm saying? Whoever, I've done that. I just not too long ago. I took the lady to the movie theater, and yeah, it was roughly about $60 just for the movie part, and I fell asleep on the movie. And she's like, I can't believe you fell asleep on the movie. I was like, man, stop reminding me because I paid for this shit. That's the even dumber part.
I've recently been going back to the theater after all that time, after these years of streaming, because just the experience of like getting out and going out somewhere and dating myself, and I fuck with me heavy. So, um, but my movie's like $8, and I think the last time I went with my daughter, and she bought me a soda, and I'm not sure if there was a refill or not. I don't remember. Um, it was like $6 maybe.
Yeah, because what's a cheap theater? The theater around here, $15.
Yeah, it was like a summer special. It's like a
Oh, like
summer
the matinee.
special.
Yeah. But you know what though? Even the matinee is like kind of expensive now.
It was all day. This one is all day. But that's out here in California.
Yeah. Um, but now you can still, if you wait a few months and catch the movie that was going to be $15 to see and catch it in the dollar theater, it's still $1, $2, depending on what it is.
Oh, they still have those movies out there. We used to have like a dollar movie out here called Cinemark or something. I don't know if it's still there. I think it's
We
still there.
we got one. We got one. It used to be like,
Tropicana, the one that was on Tropicana.
yeah, it's still there. That's the one. That's the only one.
And there's still a
That's
drive-through. There's still a couple drive-throughs in Vegas, yeah?
just the one. Nope, just the one on
That
those.
the one up north?
Yep. Yeah.
Rancho.
Off of Rancho. Yeah. That's the only one
Okay,
left.
yeah. Gosh, I
And then
haven't been to a
and,
drive-in in like forever.
and we've
How
almost
times
lost that.
change. Look how times change. Like that used a drive-in either, had to gather in a big lot and put up a big, you know, wooden thing and then make the screen, and then like then we went to like theaters where we're like, oh well, people need to sit down in a more of like a house setting, and now we
Yeah.
just watch things wherever at any
Well, with
given point in time, any moment, any click,
well, the
and you're
drive-in was
live.
actually the drive-in was actually the novelty. Like you actually went to the theater. When you went to a movie theater, most times you went. It was a family affair. Everybody went. You had to drive into town for that shit. You dressed up. All that stuff like that. It was a whole different experience. The drive-in movie theater was more for the youth who were just starting to get in cars. They were sweeping the cars up, so it was cool, like one shot stop date situation. Get food, movie, show your car off, hang out with your friends. Take your girl on a date, make out in the car, whatever, blah blah blah.
Oh,
You
that
know.
sounds like such fun. Like I didn't really experience it
So,
like that.
so I don't know when it was started. The drive-in, maybe
All those
one year.
teenager movies where they was at the drive-in.
Yeah, yeah, no, the drive-in theater, man. That was the.
Stay golden, pony boy.
That's my shit. Favorite movie. Drive. Oops.
Mm.
Drive in. Not necessarily.
Speaking of movies, with them moving the movie set to Vegas, that opens up a lot more opportunities for people, small actors, what do they call it? People that are in the background, extras.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Gonna see when I drive a movie theater.
Good time for people to get in, for casting and things like that. Get with the casting director, see what's coming up, shoot your shot, you know.
No, bro. This is 1933. First driving movie theater. Let's see, courtesy of Shane Wilkins Driving Archives. Uh,
There's
I don't
also a famous, well, they're getting famous, but there's a husband-wife team that writes movies. They write and cast and film their own movies. They're right there in Las Vegas. Um, the Peoples.
And so it says here the 1933, Richard Hollinshead opened the first theater for the Autobahn in Camden, New Jersey. So I imagine if the Autobahn is like a freeway type of situation. So I imagine if you're driving and you drive for a long time, you're like, yo, let's stop and see a movie before we get into wherever. All right. And they pull up to drive-in theater someplace and catch a movie while they're out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Got you.
And once again,
You
everything
said
is
in
there.
the 30s?
Yeah, that's in 1933.
1930s. That's what when it always gets me when we think about evolution and how things are to pass, because like you'll see things that like were the 1920s, the 1930s, right? 1940s, and we think like, oh, that wasn't even long ago because it's like right now still. And then there's stuff that we think is like, oh, well, maybe that was from the 20s and it'd be like the 1800s. And I don't know, it just kind of always it's just interesting to see like how we measure time because we're now in 2020. So to me, somehow our age generation, like the window of age I am, it's always gonna be like I don't know, like the 70s was right around the corner. It was like right over there. Like I know it's been 40 years, I know it's been 50 years, soon it'll be 60 years, right? But to me it's like yesterday. So when I think of things back, saying something happened right there, where you said in the 30s again, it doesn't even seem like it's that long ago. Like it
I mean,
seems like it's right here in our age generation progression.
in the grand scheme of things, no, it really wasn't. Look at it.
To have
Uh,
advanced that far that quick in such a short time, but yet from the 873 BC till 1910 when we started creating things. Like it's just weird, like the timeline how it works.
well, and it's really like it's really a testament of just the human beings. Period. And like over time, we will either adjust to what's around us or adjust what's around us to us. And it's more of that way than anything else that we humans overall adjust their surroundings to their life. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like instead of just adapting to your surroundings.
Yeah.
We do the opposite. We make the surroundings adapt to us. Um, because that's just what humans do. That's what we do. We don't want to be too hot. We don't want to be too cold. We don't want to be naked. We don't want to not have shoes on our feet. We don't want to not be hungry. We don't want to be hungry. We don't want to be thirsty. We don't, and which is normal. That's how our bodies work. But Instead of us going to go find water, we bring water to us, i.e., pipes and shit, irrigation, aqueducts, water company. You know? So 7-Eleven, that's how we get water. 7-Eleven, get water. It is not just that's the way it is now. But if you really think about it, it's kind of weird that that's what we do now. We buy water. We, we we pay to be in places that we should just be able to walk into, but we can't. We got to pay to go see the beauty of our country. To go see natural, what you call it, the national forest and shit like that. It's an expensive trip to take kids to go see the fucking forest.
Mm.
Remember when campgrounds used to be free? Now they charge that shit.
Yeah, I remember that shit. Pull right over, you know. And then if you pull over, like say, like if you pull off the side of the road and just and like you're driving and you're like, oh shit, okay, I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. I'm not gonna keep driving. I'm sleepy. So you pull over off the side of the road and you make a little campsite or something like that. Maybe, maybe that's illegal. That's illegal.
Depending on now because it's property, so people bought property, so people own land now. Back then, nobody owned all the individual
Oh,
properties, right? So they was just open land. But since we started how do I can't even say it, divvying it up. That's a hard one to say. Say that 10 times in a row.
well, no, it's not. It's not that. No, it's just flat out illegal to do it. You cannot on any
But
on any.
but that's
On,
because it's always somebody else's land. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's not illegal to pull over in like a public rest area that's designated for that. You can stay for 24, 48 hours. There are certain places along the highway traveling that you can pull over legally. Different where they got like monuments and places like that, right? But then everything else is like other people's land, so it's kind of you can't say, oh well, here, there, no, because they just make everything illegal to satisfy everybody. Everything's illegal.
I don't know if like I mean, I'm sure that yeah, somebody's land specifically, but that's usually marked off. You'll see it. You know, I'm talking about the stretches of land where you're looking at like just
Yeah,
nothing
no, but
there.
people
You know what
still
I'm
own
saying?
that. Like they don't have it marked off, but the people still own that. Like I own land off of a major highway and it's not marked. I own acres.
Mark that shit up.
Yeah, one day I'm gonna go out there and mark it up, but right now it's not marked.
You can't, yeah,
And so if somebody were
you
to pull over and they were to like even just visiting the city that I own, if they were just to pull over, then they would technically be on my land, right?
yeah,
And if I were to come along and be like, hey, there's no camping on my land, if I were to already have written structured instructions that there's laws that there's no camping here because it's illegal, then it would
yeah,
be completely illegal.
yeah. Then you can shoot it. That's a conversation.
So, like, it's all about enforcement, really. It comes down to enforcement or whatever.
I don't know anybody going to jail for it. I just understand it's illegal.
They bother people. It used to not be as many people that did that had to, travel, and then they travel, they pull over on the side of the road because, like you said, a lot of times back then it wasn't as structured of who owns what, right? So nobody's running out here to sheriff to tell you, hey, you can't pull over here. But nowadays, with the increase and influxion of homelessness everywhere and people doing really bad things like picking up immigrants on the side of the road and picking up people out of prisons and those kind of things, I can see where people would get a little bit more bothered just pulling off the side of the road if they're there for any extended period of time, and it's reported, because there is now aircraft and drones and everything is being monitored digitally from overhead and at every angle. I stress that sometimes because I really need people to understand that that is what's happening. Like, you are being watched by drones at any interval, at any section, intersection. You're being watched by cameras. If you're driving down somebody's block, you're being watched by ring cameras. If you're driving in the city blocks, you're being watched by, property cameras and city cameras. So just, you know, be aware out there,
Yeah.
people, that you are being, you know.
But you never know. I tell you like this: if people don't act right when they know Jesus is watching, I really don't think they give a fuck about cameras. And if people
Oh, that's no, yeah, exactly
you
like
know,
that. I've grown up like that. I'm very God fearing little girl, so like I believe He can see everything I do. For sure.
and it's
But
it's crazy.
I have private conversation, and what I might be okay to talk to him about, I can't just go out and about and doing. You know what I mean? Like, so.
But I found out that a motherfucker who's like really, 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 truly believes in all that stuff, like in all aspects, the little crazy cats. Tell them you don't care. And watch their head explode. It's the funniest shit ever. I had a guy. He's big, huge conspiracy theorist. And some things, what I'm saying, I believe some things I don't. Some things just sound just dumb. Some things are obvious. So that's just what it is. Then there's everything in the middle. Boom. So this guy says, because you gotta understand it, even on your laptop, they're watching me. They're watching you. And I was like, man, that's fucked up. So I was jerking off this morning. He's like, what? I was like, I said, if they're watching me, they've seen me masturbate. Like, lie. He said, do my laptop? He said, yeah. I said, yeah, they see me. He goes, it doesn't bother you? And I was like, I mean, it's too late to care now.
Right.
It's too late to care now. You know what I'm saying? Because, I'm sorry, I said, I'm pretty sure I'm watching. He said, oh, I'm watching. No. That's a huge waste of time, man. But
Personal devices are personal devices. It's the permission that we give personal devices when we sign on to all these different
yeah,
applications and sign up all these different places to give them, permission to do this or view into whatever. But that's something different than the other stuff, because
no.
personal devices are personal,
So you accidentally caught on camera outside the
and
street.
public devices are very much public.
But do understand that if they want to tune into your shit, they can. That's about it. If they want to look at your shit, they can. That's about it.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Now that everything is being in real time recorded, now when they want to look back, it's not a question of, oh, can we see if we can get the footage from Mr. Johnson's,
Yeah,
convenience store? You don't even need it because you got 12 other angles that already picked it up in real time, and we know where he's at because his license plate just registered over here at the grocery store or by the liquor store. You know what I'm saying? Type of understanding.
that's them. Facts.
I just, want people to be aware. Maybe it'll make people be better humans. Maybe if people understand that they are being actually surveyed 24 hours a day, they will just start doing better and become better humans, and really pay attention and think before they do things.
Nah.
Damn it.
It's,
Damn it. Damn it.
unfortunately, Flower, it's much easier to be a fucking delinquent. Much easier to be an asshole. It's much easier to be
That's what
fucking.
I'm saying. Like, it was easier being a delinquent when we weren't necessarily, we didn't know if we was being, like, when we was kids, it wasn't all these cameras, it wasn't all these pictures, there was no upload, you couldn't go live. Like, we got to do a lot of our stupid shit before now. But now, all that dumb, stupid shit is like no longer, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're about to start really, I don't know. I be feeling like they really about to give it to people really hard about certain stuff.
I think of it like this: all the dumb, stupid shit that we did as kids, we all our shit now is folklore. That's dope. Like, think about it. Some of the shit you did. There's like a kid right now that's like 13 that was like 2 when you did the shit. Or, okay, maybe not 13, but you know what I'm saying? Some kid who like 2 seen you pop a wheelie for the first time, and he remember how long you did your wheelie for. So now he tells all the other kids, you know, when he gets to the age that you were, oh yeah, there was this fat dude in our neighborhood, man. His name was like Doughboy or something like that, man. And he pedaled his bike on one wheel all the way down the block, bro. He was
Yeah,
way out on the bike, you know. So
that's what
there,
it's always been about for me, like the legacy of it.
so
You know,
we're
I've
legends
always
right now.
tried to be a very good person to all of the people I've come encounter with along my travels in life, and you know, lasting impressions and those kind of things. You know, first impressions, lasting impressions, whatever. But yeah, I always just try to be the best I can be in any situation, right? But a lot of people they don't maybe they don't believe in themselves, or maybe they let the pressures day to day get to them, or they feel like there's no way out. There's always a way out. There's always a few moments you can take to yourself and rethink the situation. Don't give up out there. Don't give
Right.
up out there. Just keep
So,
trying.
so
Wake up
speaking of
every day. Keep breathing.
speaking of not giving up, uh, that requires practice. And I'm trying to think of a really cool segue to use to get to the little video here. Once again, just something cool that I saw. Thought I'd show it to you guys, see what you guys think about it.
What's it on the thing?
Flower.
Oh, and, look.
Look,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it looked like we got the little video. Uh, but something I saw that was amazing, and maybe you guys might think it's amazing too. I watched it the first time, very, uh, yeah, had my anxiety pumping, I'll say that. So here we go. So that goes on a skateboard. We're on a skateboard.
Pretty badass. I've got
Yeah,
a
well,
I've got a community piece that I'm doing this evening on the local skateboard shop. It was a local kid who grew up skateboarding, and you know, out here in the desert wasn't a lot of stuff to do, get in trouble. So he created a positive way, him and his friends, and then he ended up opening a skateboard shop, and now he really helps a lot of the community youth to find something positive to do. That's a
yeah.
pretty cool clip. Yeah, I like that.
Over the years, I've met a lot of skateboard kids. Uh, First of all, there's, I mean, don't get me wrong, like MMA fighters, boxers, football players, shit like that. You know, got some pretty tough characters in there. But in my own opinion, there's not too many more tougher than the skateboarders. Those guys fall all the time and get
Yeah.
up. Like, I've grown. I've been friends with a lot of young skaters around here. Some guys that kind of went like not like pro, like you see on TV like that, but like pro am and stuff like that. You know, kids just like skateboard and stuff like that. I've met a lot of them. They all kind of had the same attitude, so it was kind of neat to see that in the youth at that time. You know, uh, doing that. Just like not badasses, just out there, just having a good time. You know, practicing, learning the craft real good. And once again, it comes back to comedy for me, man. Comedy is the same way. You got to be tough. Cannot be a punk trying to tell jokes.
You just can't be a punk period. The niggas are always gonna say shit about you, pick on you, all kinds of shit.
Shoot up.
You got thick skin.
Thick skinned. Yeah, you got to be thick skinned. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by tough. I mean like tough. You can whoop a motherfucker's ass. I mean, like you just got to be tough. You got to be able to take a lot of shit. And that's what tough is. Tough takes a lot of shit. And and and, and you have to be like that out there in this world. So shout out to guys like this dude right here who just took a chance. Could you imagine he would fail?
I'm pretty sure he failed. many a
Yeah, they
time.
get scraped
I'll
up
give you
all
more,
the
like
time.
media
You know what
time.
I'm
Like,
saying? That's just one time they just caught it. He just did it. He can't do it again. he gonna,
Cool
he
part
gonna
about skateboarding is that it's not
that's
just
what they did
a
is
play
they just took
pastime or that kind of, it's a transportation. So that's cool.
they just kept, you know what I'm saying, every time he tried it, they recorded. They just happened to record it when he did it great.
he got the best one.
Yeah, he got the
Yeah.
best one. And
Yeah.
after that, he probably gonna fall through.
Bro, I was like, yeah. It didn't look like he. It didn't look like he was done. There was more to go. So that might be the mission for he's trying to get that in one take one day.
And they just happened to catch him one time and he just did it damn good. They like, oh shit, nigga.
That one, post that one, posted. Go back up to the
We
top
have
and
a
try.
few skateboard parks out here in my small desert. It's an encouraging thing. It's a very positive thing for the kids out here. So we try to create a place for them to do so.
Yeah, I've seen. There's a couple of skate parks out here. I haven't really seen them in use though as of late, but I'm also, my life is not in that area anymore, so I don't
Yeah.
know what goes on over there. I could be completely wrong. I'm just going by what I see when I'm around. But there are skate parks here, and that's a good thing. We got one of those Rob Dyrdek skate parks here.
Yeah, skateboarding has saved a lot of kids from a lot of places. I mean, it's a form of transportation, so you learn how to skate so you can get to and from the bus, even to get inner
Yeah,
city kids and things like that. You learn how to skate to get away from the dogs chasing at your ankles.
a kid I used to mentor in my 30s. His mom wouldn't buy him a bicycle. Matter of fact, she really wouldn't buy him a chain. Uh, I was with him the day he realized his mother wasn't shit. All I could do was just, hug him and, what I'm saying, like, you know, be a strong male role model for him, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to say, like, yeah, she really ain't, bro. I didn't want to say that to him,
Right.
the folks, she really wasn't shit. Um, but anyhow, uh, she wouldn't buy him a bike. And he found a skateboard one day. And I remember he said he was walking what's that fucking Stewart where the freeway and shit is at? Lamont Stewart. He walked with Lamont Stewart to the store I worked at on Pecos and Desert Inn. He walked there with the skateboard that he found. It didn't have no wheels and shit on it. It was just a board under the garbage. He said, I'm gonna put some wheels on it, I'm gonna learn how to skate. And I was like, oh really? He said, yep. 2 weeks later I see him on a skateboard, falling all the way down the street. He got out of that boy, kid, fall, wow, right back up. All the way to the store. I couldn't do that but laugh at him because he just kept getting up and was like shaking his head. And I think he got a couple times we got more balance and stuff like that. And I said, so you just now learn how to skateboard, huh? Shut up, Jay. I'm just saying. I mean, it looks like you're having a hard time out there. You need a little ice pack or something? Want some milk? Want some milk? He looked back at me. He gave me the figure, and I was like, "Oh, her we just break today." And that's when he told me that. You know, what I'm saying it's like, yeah, man, we're just gonna put some wheels on that. Uh, yeah, mom won't buy me no bike, and I was like, "Shit, I'm gonna buy you a bike, bro. You gotta be fucking yourself up." And he was like, "Nope, I'm gonna get it on my own." And so I seen him come flying down the street on that skateboard.
A little practice. You gotta
Yeah,
learn, teach yourself how to do things.
practice goes a long way. Practice goes a long fucking way, man. That's the only way you get to Carnegie Hall. Practice. I mean, just say, he was a good kid too. His dad came and got him eventually.
Then he turned to the worst.
Nah. Actually, his dad was like a someplace, firefighter or something like that. Someplace. He had a, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not a regular Joe or fuck Midwest. Wisconsin. Oh, if he didn't know me, he'd have been in a lot of trouble. A couple of times he'll be out in the middle of the night with like some very sketchy kids. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't. I wasn't trying to stop him from hanging out with his buddies, but there be that one kid that's like, yeah, he he really don't mind he don't mind trouble. Period. Like his buddies, a little trouble is okay with them, but they ain't trying to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to get shot. You know, shit. So
Yeah, but he's probably still turned out for the worst.
gotta hope for the best. But I mean, probably.
No, he
Teaching
ain't.
yourself skills is always going to be
No, but
valuable.
turned out to be shit. It's not really hoping for the best. It's knowing this nigga turned out to pure fucking shit. You know, he didn't turn out.
I'm not gonna put that on the little bit.
He didn't turn out to be nothing valuable. Nothing. He didn't do nothing to serve the purpose of being in the world, but being bad.
He's probably he's probably like a regular Joe. I mean, I can't see him being a scientist and shit like that, changing the world. But I mean, he's legitimately a good kid. So I'm pretty sure he got.
And it all starts with putting the wheels on your board. If you're bored, grab a board and find some wheels. Kind of works in the car situation too. If you're bored, find a board and find some wheels.
But I remember we told him, well, he says, yeah, man, yeah, my old man might make that money, so might as well to live a better life. I was like, I mean, shit, might as fucking well. So, I mean, I can imagine.
Oh, then he became a great skateboarder.
Maybe.
Hey, maybe the kid down the street was Ethan Hawke.
Nah, I still say he turned out like shit. You ain't doing nothing good for society. You might as well just go
If
to
you
jail.
lived down the street from Jay and you recognized Jay and you were that skateboard kid, hey, hit up the show. Leave a comment.
Yeah, if you remember. Yeah. Oh, shit, that is Jay.
You were that kid who walked home with that board and said, I'm going to put some wheels on it, Jay.
That's what I just said, where you going with that? He's walking on the streets. I said, wait, get your ass home. He was like, I'm on my way. I was like, man, you better put me in. I was so late, man. You don't fuck around and get yourself arrested and shit. Blah, 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 blah. He started walking.
It happened. This happened in Las Vegas, and you were in the area of Lamb and Stewart. Somebody out there, contact the show. We want to hear what happened to you and if you still skateboard today.
Doing ollies and shit.
Kick flips. You out there kick flips. I think his name was George. I think the kid's name was George.
He really turned out bad.
I think his name was George. Think.
With a name like George, he definitely turned out bad.
So if you know a George, if you're friends with a George, if your name is George, if you're married to a George, if George is your son, uncle, or friend or neighbor, contact the show. All Georges. Calling all Georges.
Calling all Georges.
Oh Georgie Porgy.
Nigga, go look at my inbox. It's gonna be love George on the planet. I'm your George. No,
If you're skateboard George, contact the show.
George.
Skateboard George.
Oh shit. Yeah, shit. If you skateboard George out there, you just so happen to see this, hit your boy up.
Skateboard George, contact I'm on my way, Jay.
I'm on my way, Jay. Oh shit. I remember I've ran into a lot of people that I used to work with. That I used to deal with, not work with, but used to deal with when I worked at the convenience store life. And I tell them I do comedy now. They be like, "I always knew you would be a comic because you're like so funny." I'm like, "No, no, don't say that." Wow.
No, you were just being truthful and honest, and they were all just fucking idiots.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not that. It was just like I always thought back then because
Oh, convenience store life is bad.
I
Don't play
was
it
I
down.
was
Don't
just
downplay it.
no, actually, it wasn't bad at all. It really wasn't that bad. It wasn't bad until I got robbed twice. After
Oh,
the
okay.
two, yeah, I was like, okay, that's it.
Just
I'm not
twice.
gonna be,
Just, you know.
yeah, that's not gonna be a third one. I actually had a good time. I worked graveyard though most of it though. And for like the first half, I worked management and shit like that, and then like the last half of the time I did convenience store, I worked graveyard. And I mean, I just enjoyed it, man. It was cool. My customer, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't really have to deal with a lot of bullshit. And when I did have to deal with the bullshit, I let the motherfuckers know, hey, I'm doing no bullshit in here. So if that's what your plan is, don't lie away with it because I'm not with it.
So, can I ask you a quick question, or
Sure.
because I have this reoccurring topic on the variety of shows I do, but um, did you find being somebody who works at night, like graveyard shift and works graveyard in the past, future, whatever, current, whatever, wherever you're at? Do you find it harder to find quality food and available stores to shop at for necessities and staples? Like, do you
Nah,
feel that somehow because you live and work at night that you're being discriminated against rather than the daytime people who everything's available to, and then it all shuts down when nighttime people go to work or start to
not
live?
really because at the time that the stuff is closed, I'm usually at work. And on my days off, I kind of re, re, revert to more of a middle of the day guy, not a daytime guy, but more middle of the day, so I can hang out with my friends and stuff like that. So uh, I never really missed out on too much.
Hey, roll one of
Um,
those tsunamis. I roll no more of that papaya. That shit's in the daytime.
So like you don't take a lunch in the middle of the night and like don't have access to food. Okay, well I mean you worked in convenience stores, so I guess
working this for
that's a
I
little bit different. But let's just say yeah, okay. No.
yeah.
Hmm.
But even in some other job, like I worked at a call center. I worked at graveyard shift at a call center, and so you just bring your lunch. You know what I'm saying?
So
Like,
you're the bring the lunch guy. Like so you just plan around it. It doesn't affect you because you literally just plan around it so that it doesn't inconvenience you.
correct, yeah. That's, I mean, that's really the only way to do it. No,
So you haven't felt the pressure of the discriminatory fact of things are shut down at night.
oh no, I mean, not saying that I don't. That there was times I was like, "Fuck, man, I'm up. Like I'm on day off, and for whatever reason, what I'm saying, maybe I was just hella tired, and I did my regular like work sleep and slept all the way till the time for me to go to work and wake up, and now it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm fucking starving, and there's nothing open for me to eat.
Okay.
That's what it was 7-Eleven or something like that,
Th- Thank you
But
for going a little bit more in depth and giving the honest answer to the other side of that because I just keep trying to make I guess I'm just trying to build my case before I present it, but I feel very discriminated against people that work and live at night, that things are not open conveniently and accommodable for them the way it is for people who live on this daytime societal schedule.
I mean, I can see where you're at with that, but it's also once again, everything you have to
Like
you have to.
I think more things should be open 24 hours. I got very confused after COVID when you can't get 24-hour groceries in Las Vegas except if you go all the way north or all the way south. Like you literally have to leave town limits to get groceries, and then the convenience stores start listing themselves as neighborhood grocery, Green Valley grocery. And like, so then people are going there expecting a grocery store and it's not a grocery store. And then just, yeah, access to hot prepared foods. With the exception of like Denny's being the only travel restaurant that's consistent and open 24 hours.
Yeah. I mean,
Del
I mean,
Taco, but that's, you know.
and like if you want to like say, I remember one time a chick actually, so I told her I work graveyard. She was like, "Well, instead of you interrupting your sleeping day off, I'll operate with you on great at a late shift." So I was like, "All right, well, that's hella dope. You know, no one's willing to do that shit." So I woke up at like 9 o'clock at night, gave her a ring. She's awake. Like, and I said, "Have you been asleep?" She said, "Oh, I've been asleep all day." She was like, "I woke up this morning, took me 2 shots of NyQuil, ate me a sandwich, and went back to sleep, baby. I've been asleep all day." She's up. When you woke up, I was just going out the bathroom. I said, "Oh, okay." She goes, "I'm ready. Whatever you want to do." So we found quite a few things to do at night, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't like like say during the day, you know what I'm saying? Like if you wake up in the morning, you're like, okay, let's go do some pancakes, cruise the mall, maybe check.
Right.
So this is 9 o'clock. A lot of things are going to shut down, so if we don't get there quick enough, so we miss it, whatever. So we really had to pick and choose wisely. But at the same time, though, it left opportunity open for a different type of uh, date and hangout time. If that makes any sense. It wasn't,
Yeah, well, yeah, but like, cause
so
I
more
tend
weird.
to be more, I think, nocturnal person. I'm not like a early morning wake up girl. I don't, start the day at 3 a.m. or anything. And you know, so for me, I just find that as the day starts to close for normal society, what they consider to be a normal scheduled society, that there's just fewer and fewer choices, um, you know, for people who live and work at night. And I just think that that's like
I mean, it
it's
behoves.
weirdly unfair how uniform that is, like from city to city. And it used to be that when I first moved to Vegas, I thought I would be able to shop and do everything 24 hours, and then I quickly found out that was not the case. But you could at least still go grocery shopping and stuff, back then. But now that's not the case, so it's like the city's really shut down, like.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can blame COVID for that, but at the same time, though, some things were stopping to be 24 hours already. Like,
Not Walmart.
not Walmart. Well, no, Walmart stopped being 24 hours for a minute before COVID. And then when COVID happened, it went back to being, I mean, right before COVID happened, it went back to being 24 hours. COVID happened, and it wasn't 24 hours. But overall, a lot of things did stop being 24 hours after COVID. A lot of things you probably weren't seeing the same kind of money even before then. That stuff that used to be 24 hours stopped being 24 hours. You
But
know,
that's my point. Like, if you're a store, okay, if you're occupying a store inside of a plaza, let's just pick any fucking store that closes at 8 p.m.
okay.
Give me a store, both of you.
Store,
Two very different stores, but give them to me.
like what kind of store? Like anything?
Whatever store, like let's just say CVS even, and it closes
Bur-
at 8 p.m.
Burlington Factory closes at 8.
The what?
Burlington Factory, they close at
Okay,
8.
Burlington Cloak Factory closes at 8. But and because everybody's struggling, they're struggling with money, and they can't afford to stay open. Then stay open to make more money. Like, if you were open till 3 in the morning, you might get people after the club that realize they're fucking cold, and you have a coat store open and they're in Vegas and they want to come get a coat. Like, I don't know. Like, these type of things to me seem to make more sense if more things were open 24 hours. You have people that go to work 9 to 5 and they don't get to go shopping because the kids are up till 8, but now they're asleep, and I could go to the coat store from 9 to 12 and go shopping for whatever. I don't know. Like, maybe I'm just I don't know. Maybe I'm just very optimistic.
Yes.
And I feel like they're losing money. So you're paying, so the coat store's paying their rent. Let's just say it's 10 grand for Burlington Coat Store's thing every month. Their space is 10 grand. It's over here for this, let's say Sonic over here. I don't know if there's a Sonic or whatever, but anyway, it's 10 grand for their space rental. All right, cool. The gas station over here, they pay about 20 grand a month, okay? And they're open 24 hours. So like it's proven that if you stay open 24 hours, you're gonna make your money. So you just do that. Like
Right.
I don't understand why places are closing and then it's like, oh, but then their prices are going up and they can't afford to hire employees. So open your stores so people can come shopping.
We gotta understand though, when it comes to gas, the reason why gas stations are open 24 hours is because during the day they make their money on cigarettes and other things, mostly cigarette sales, gasoline, and everything else. At night, they only make money on gas, so they're not missing anything because they make all their money during the day. At night, they can sell gas at night. There are still some gas stations that close down at like 12 o'clock, so, because they don't make no money during the day at all. They don't make nothing. They can't afford to stay open 24 hours.
I guess that's what that's what I've
Overall,
never understood.
it's just
That's
not
really what I've
in
never
most cases.
understood.
There's just not enough money in it for them to be open 24 hours. It just doesn't make sense for them to do as such. Now, food places, that's a different story. Depending on where they are located at, there used to be a pizza spot down the street from a warehouse I worked at. That when we all closed down, they closed down. When that it was a whole entire warehouse. It was like a whole plaza, like a whole over there off of Sunset, in between like Las Vegas Boulevard and Bermuda and all that shit, where all those businesses are and
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
It's back in there. Okay, there used to be a pizza spot in there. It sold some really good pizza. And at 5 o'clock, between 5 and 6 o'clock, when everything closes down, that place closed down. You can get shit after 6 o'clock when that place is closed, because they make all their money during the day with all those blue collar guys going over there getting pizzas, sub sandwiches, getting huge ass pizza orders for the office party up in over on the next
And
block.
I get smaller places doing that. Like, but I'm talking more like bigger places, I guess. Like options. Like, okay, I'm in a city where everything shuts down at midnight and I'm a food joint. And I sell really, really great price every little Americano menu. You right? The fries, the burger, the hot dog, the onion rings, the shakes. I'm just I'm staying open because why would I ever close? Even if I'm there, aren't you just there at your business making money? Like I don't know. Like I guess I just don't. I don't get it.
Well, if you think about it, you just now gave the answer to why there are convenience stores, because you do need that stuff. You do need a hot dog at 3 o'clock in the morning. You do need condoms at 4:15 a.m. You do need gas at 6:30 on your way to work, or 7:30 on your way home. You do need all these things. So that's why gas stations and convenience stores are open. Everything else in the world, they don't have to be open. Some of the places are open just because them being open at night makes them money to be open at night, because there's action there. All up and down over in the Chinatown area, all this nothing over there closes before 3 o'clock. It's
That's
all
just,
over. Why? Because karaoke goes on all night.
and then places wonder why online is taking over because online is open 24 hours.
And that's what I did a lot of, working on graveyard. How about that part? Because I'm up.
They gonna have it to where you could prepay your gas online and you pull up to the pump and punch in a code.
Yeah, so you can.
Yeah, you can already.
You can already do that?
Yeah, we did that several times. Me and my cousin was running across the country.
What?
Yeah. already do that shit. It's already. That's another reason why like working graveyard never really affected me the way socially, yeah, for the most part, but overall, not really because at night, like things that I couldn't go out and get during the day because I was like, nah, fuck it, I'm going to bed. Uh, I would just see if it's on Amazon or if I can order it online and get it
Yeah.
delivered. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I would. Yeah, I was pay my bills on 3 o'clock in the morning. I guess I pay my power bill, my cell phone bill, my cable bill, pay it all online over the phone or whatever.
And then I've had a few places try to tell me it's because, the crime rate is higher. And I'm like, the crime rate is the crime rate. People get robbed during the day just like at night. Like it's the same difference.
Yeah, but it's different when. But you got to keep in mind though, they're running a business. No one starts a business to let anything lose money on it. You know what I'm saying? And I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, there's crime during the day too, but why would you want to? Why would you want your customers coming to your restaurant or your clothing store to buy things and give you money, and then they're gonna get robbed outside? They're gonna get harassed
But
by
that's what I'm
someone.
saying. Like, you can't really constitute who, what, when, where, why you're going to get robbed. So just do good business and have good security. And, you know what I'm saying? You could stay open. I don't understand. I just don't understand what the time has difference to be able to, if you're going to get robbed or not, at 3 o'clock in the afternoon versus 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
Doesn't seem to be no difference to
well,
me.
maybe it's because this restaurant per se can only afford to have security between the hours of them being open at 11 to 12 midnight. They can only afford that one security guard during that time frame that they're open. So anything after that, they have to shut it down because in that area is a high crime rate. It wasn't always like this. It's like this now for them. Now they know why their spot was so cheap or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
they're going to endure by the best way they can. When it comes down to you, this is large and small businesses. They have to factor in all these things. Like I used to get mad because I'm like, damn, I can't go get this because it's fucking closed right now. Fuck. Because I woke up at fucking 1 o'clock in the morning on my day off and I wanted to go get a burger from a cool burger spot clothing tent. Next time I know shit, I gotta put my ass up. Go get this burger if I want this burger. Come on. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, you have to make adjustments. And once again, just like you said, at night versus daytime, what I'm saying, they have to make adjustments. So do the people that have to operate this lifestyle. They also have to make adjustments because it's not going to be easy all the time. I'm
But
not going to be able
that's the key.
to.
That's my key point though, is that why is it so discriminatory against people who live and work at night? Why should they have to make all these extra judgments? Why can't they have access to everything that the daytime people have access to?
Well, how
I
about
think
this?
it's unfair. And I don't
Here's
mean to have to stay open all the way 24 hours or all the way to midnight, but like a lot of places that close at 5 should definitely close at 8. And a lot of places that close at 8 could totally close at midnight and still be very much operable, winnable, and could access and service more people. I'm just saying, I think it's really corny, and I think it's kind of silly to have a fucking store that you pay rent on and to close it at 3 o'clock in the afternoon for six
They
o'clock at
choose
night.
to.
Like the fuck?
With me, they choose that.
Yeah, I mean, but I mean, it's their
I
business to
mean,
choose how to. That's how you
yeah.
run your business.
Yeah, they
At the end of
choose
the
to
day,
close. They might
you
make so much money doing 8 o'clock to 3 o'clock that they can close the rest of the day, and
yeah,
they've just been doing that because they make so much money.
money. So it
Well,
don't
I
matter.
just
It
think
don't matter. You're not rolling
I
around
think it's
4 o'clock.
discrimination. I think it's discrimination. I think it is a form of. I think it's a form of monetary control, itemized discrimination, because like I can't go do business with this place because they're just not open in the hours that I live and breathe, and
But
I
they
don't
do.
know.
But here's the thing. But here's where I have to stop you at. Because once again, because I had to make. I worked graveyard for a long time. At least 15 of the 30 whatever years I've been part of the workforce in the world. You know, what I'm saying at least 15 of that I worked on a graveyard shift in one capacity or another. And let me tell you, there was a time where I was like, "Fuck, I can't get to this, I can't get to that," but I that's what made me get more internet savvy. I started doing more things on the internet, more things over the phone, handling my business the best way I could because,
Being forced to
huh?
accommodate
No,
yourself in ways that are not naturally
no,
convenient.
it's not me accommodating myself. It's them actually, it's the company actually making the accommodation to me. Think about how many businesses that actually have a website that you can go to and actually do business on versus versus the companies that you can't. Like every banking situation that they have made it possible that you don't even have to go to the bank to get cash. You ain't gotta go to the bank to
Yeah,
get
and
cash.
that seems a
You ain't
little
even gotta go to
odd
the
to me
ATM.
too. Like I don't there are certain things I just would rather not do online. I want to go in person for that. So
They still have
I
a building
don't
for you.
I
know.
mean,
They
yeah,
still have a
yeah,
customer care department that you
go
can
on
talk
it.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have-
They just made it convenient for niggas that just didn't want to leave the house.
yeah. So you don't have the ability to be there during the day.
So you
So
can scan a check and put it right there.
take a picture of
Oh,
check, send
so
that
you're
shit
saying
there.
I got you. What you're saying, like they've made it accommodable to be able to do banking past banking hours because of the online system. Got you.
Right. Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
you. I'm with you. I'm following you. I was like, wait a minute. I got
So
you. Y'all
So
know
I'm not
I'm a
saying
little closer.
it's just accommodating just the graveyard crowd, but that is like what that's what you have to use when you have the graveyard crowd. Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
The banks created a way to give you online access 24
Yeah,
hours a day because it's money. They want your money
it's,
moving. Yeah.
the banks have the bank, I mean, the banks have the stores in the mall have Bird and Co Factory. You can shop online at Bird and Co Factory. It's a little awkward, but you can do it. You can buy shit
Right.
online at
I
Bird and
just
Co
said
Factory.
online. Everything's forced online, but that's what I
Mhm.
mean. Like you're taking away life experiences from people who I don't know. I feel, and then again, so if it can be shopped online at night, then these places can be shopped online during the day. So let's just take away the stores altogether. Like, why have retail locations at all?
People like to still go outside.
I still want to go outside. There are people that see the the myth of people not wanting to go outside anymore is not being forced upon. It's a literal choice. Like I like
If I wake up at 9 p.m. and I choose to go shopping for a fur coat and I choose to go out to a sit down dinner and both those places are closed, it is no longer my choice.
well no, because you can still find a sit down dinner and baby girl, if you find a new place that you can buy a fur coat after 9 o'clock in the evening, that's not a fur coat that you are buying. Those are the microfiber. It's not gonna, it's not gonna be worth you getting it anyway. So I mean, you have to keep in mind that the everything that is built in the world, built in the world. What I mean by that is somebody put it together. The system was made by somebody. Somebody put the system in place, and this is how it is, and that's how it works.
Definitely a system, that's for sure.
Now you can definitely buck the system, but you just gotta understand that some things are just that. That's what it's gonna be. It's only gonna make sense that way because let's just say I can't shop at Burger King Factory for 4 hours. I use that because I like that place. So let's say I can be at Burger King Factory at fucking 2:58 a.m. in the morning buying fucking Polo Club jeans and trying to shit on in the fucking dressing room and shit. That would be so fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? But you know how crappy my shopping experience is gonna be.
You know how unprofessional they gonna be when they
Yeah,
know this turned to motherfucking 24 hours now. They gotta work an extra motherfucking hour. Hell no.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But that's my point. You get a whole different group of people who are you're now employing to work at night and they're at their shift like people in the daytime. And you're enjoying trying on them jeans because it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like for you, for your
Yeah,
schedule.
what I'm saying is,
That's what I'm saying. There's no difference between 3 a.m. and 3 p.m. except
what?
for the moon and the sun being in the different places.
Have you never shopped at Burn the Coke Factory? Let me tell you, there is a difference between 8 o'clock in the morning and 3 p.m. Baby, let me tell you. Because look, if the morning crew ain't on their shit and keeping that store in order, the next shift is not gonna do it. I have gone in there and trying to find stuff, can't find shit nowhere. If I get there early, the day shift is in there. The early crew they come in like mad early in there and clean the store up and everything, and get it ready for the next morning. That's when you want to go in there. That's when everything is on the shelves. You find everything that's in order. It smells nice in that bitch. Come three in the afternoon, shift change. Half the people are gone. Them folks don't give a fuck. They just want to go home now.
No.
So yeah, no, I do not want them there.
Then
at
they
3.
should hire different people for that shift who are just coming to work motivated to work for the night time. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't want them there at 3 o'clock in the morning. So so that's I mean that's how I'm operating.
I feel you.
But we got my man's in the building here. He just checked in. We're actually getting ready. We'll stay on for a little bit. He just got here. But we're gonna bring in here a very useful young man, I must say. Very smart, very intelligent, very cutesy, very demure. Playing. Everybody put your hands together for my friend of yours, Mr. James. Oh, dear.
Yeah, he should get back some stores.
Yeah. What up, man?
Hey, what's up, people?
What up, man? Thanks for checking in.
Yeah, man, I just got home like 5 minutes ago.
Oh, okay, that's cool, man. We're gonna be on for just a few more moments here. Now that we have a third square, we definitely play around with Cards Against Humanity before we get out of here. But yeah, you gotta keep in mind that these businesses are not going to see the money, the value, the anything. It's not gonna. It's not. They're not gonna want to pay for more employees. They're not gonna want to pay more salaries. They're not gonna want to pay more insurance. They're not gonna want to pay shift differentials. They're not gonna want to pay for a security guard. They're gonna need for that. In some areas, they're not gonna do it. And trust and believe. If you work in retail or you're working in a store that like you work in a store where just like convenience stores, second shift, they don't give a fuck. They just waiting on 10 o'clock to be
Yeah, they trying to get the fuck out.
you know what I'm saying? The motherfucker who really like their job is that graveyard nigga. That graveyard nigga love his job. He come in whistling and shit. Hey y'all, hi. That was me. That was my ass.
Right, because he lives at night, like he's on his shit. He should still be able to get lunch like everybody else. He should get off work and be able to go to stores. He should be, man. I'm telling you, I'm telling you.
But I'm trying to understand you though. The graveyard person knows and understands that there is like no there's not going to be a chance in hell that we're going to be able to get a fucking gourmet meal, say delivered to us at work for a decent price at the hour of money.
That's what I'm saying. It shouldn't be like that, though. It shouldn't be like that.
It's not that it shouldn't be like that. It just is like that.
Right.
But there are places that accommodate you. See, the graveyard person knows that, hey, when everybody else fucking leaves, that's when the fucking lady down the street with the pizza spot comes down and she brings me free pizza and wings because they're fucking closed and they had an order that somebody couldn't come pick up. So they
Got
said, hey,
you. Okay, no, I get it. I get it. Like you have to fend for yourself. I got it.
There are things that when you work graveyard, you just have access to free.
You have different perks.
Yo, I remember one day I was leaving and the dude that drove Uber all night stopped up in the store. He was like, "Hey, you headed home?" And he was like, "Yeah, you want to ride?" I was like, "Well, I ain't got no bread to what I'm saying, pay for your time." He was like, "No, man, I take you home, man. You cool, come on." And he gave me a ride home and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like, I mean,
do you think that those are completely different perks that somebody in the daytime hasn't finessed somehow?
Different world. Like we don't even care that we can't go to the hot spot in the middle of the night, shit. Because you know why? Because 9 times out of 10, those guys that work in the hot spot, they come to my store. They know me.
Yeah, I'm
And they
not
say
talking about the hotspot being open. That's what I mean. Like those are the
yeah,
only kind of things that
oh,
are open at night.
they say
Nothing useful.
they say things to me like, "Yo, Jay, when you off such and such day, hey, they write their name on little cards. Hey, come in there and get a
I mean,
steak."
like the library. Why isn't the library open at night? So let's even stop stores. Why isn't the library open at night? There are nighttime people
The
who want to do
government
research
definitely
and,
ain't gonna tell
read.
nobody to be trying to pitch books in the middle of fucking night.
So everybody gonna get no
They will definitely need to have to pay. First of all, they got to pay for at least
Most libraries don't
four
close
to
at 9 to 10 o'clock anyway.
they're gonna have to pay for 4 to 8 people to stay at night to be in each section of the library. They're gonna need to pay for at
Okay.
least 2 security
Or maybe
guards.
you only
I'm
have a
That's
doing it
gonna
for
certain
the
cover
part of
different
it.
everything.
Maybe you have a nighttime.
Oh, and
Maybe you have a nighttime reading section. I mean, like
the
I don't
library don't
know.
make that kind of the library don't even make that kind of money.
they get paid by the government. I think.
No, I'm just saying though, the library period as a whole, as an entity, they don't even make that kind of money to pay for us. They can barely pay for their first shift. What?
That's what they want us to believe.
No, my wife used to work for the library. No, that's facts.
That's
She
what
made
I'm
it.
saying. So,
She made it do
but
them
that's
hourly,
what
but
I'm
she did like
saying.
2 3 days a week.
But it's still
It was all about. It
discriminatory
was
to
all about the
people who
business.
work 9 to 5 and can. So a mom works 9 to 5 every Monday through Friday. She never gets to go to a library. Doesn't even get to
mean,
experience it.
she can always just read the book online.
That's not right. Like they should be open till 10 o'clock. Like
Or she does the obvious thing is she schedules her life around the things that she needs to do. If she needs to go to the library, then when she gets up in the morning, instead of going home, she goes to the library. She does her library thing, then she takes her ass home, she goes
the
to sleep.
library ain't open at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning before school and work.
It's open at 8 after all that.
You have to be at work. She's at work.
But that's because she works during the day. I say if she's working at night, on her way home from work in the morning, she goes to the library. She
Yeah,
goes to
when
the
you
library.
working at night, you coming home at like different intervals between 2 and 8. But I feel you. I
Uh,
just think that I just think that more so the world is so structured around this daytime schedule that I really just don't understand why some things don't continue to like be more active at night. Like, and I get it. Like back in the day, okay, things closed. The tire shop closes at 5. I've been stranded so many times with a flat tire, and there's no fucking tire stations open. And tire places make money. They're gonna make money for miles. Because when I finally did get a tire, I had to get driven an hour and 20 minutes away from where I was at to get a tire at the only 24-hour place, and then an hour and a half back to my car. Like and then an hour and a half back home the other direction. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, there just should be a little bit more accommodation and less discrimination to people who live nocturnal lives.
well, all
It's
I
like,
can
I think it's just part of my crusade because, I drive a lot at night and there's not a lot of options of places to be able to, you know, just get things done.
well, all I can sum that up to is this: life is hard, things are fucked up. We have to adjust and motivate and elevate. That's all I got. But I also have black cards, cards against humanity, versus this. It's you guys, us guys, versus what I still like to call the unbeatable white deck. So we got a few minutes to go here. We're gonna do one round this time. All right, so I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 4.
11.
3.
1 and 3. Flower 1 and 4.
Oh, four.
What'd you say, James? All right, I was thinking 2. James is the closest. So he has chosen our fate on the black card. Oh, we did this one. We did that one already. All right, so I'm going to pick the next one, Nathan. We did that one. All right. Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the doors, and there is James.
Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the doors, and there's a thermonuclear explosion device.
You've been playing too much Part 4.
What can I say? I like things that go boom.
All right, Flower. Here's the church. Here's
what
the
is-
steeple.
What is the people for the correct 800, Alex?
Well, that is the correct little game. And here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the doors, and there's the people.
There's the people.
Yeah.
See the people, yeah.
All right. So,
Normally that would
If
be
you
right.
do that, that's a little hand game. It's actually a hand game.
yeah, I was gonna do it, but
You
I'm
like
doing
you
it.
put it with your fingers, and one finger's up, one finger's down, and then you turn it upside down, and there's all your fingers.
Yeah. Open the doors and watch the flick. Yeah, all that. All right, Joe. Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the doors, and there is
Some pussy.
hell yeah, it's a whole entire loop experience inside this church. All right, so here goes the white card. Here's the church. Here's the steeple. Open the doors, and there is
The opiate epidemic.
Yep.
The opiate epidemic.
Well, damn.
it was him in the church. The whole opiate epidemic in the church. All right.
Well, I mean,
All
that
right.
makes sense after they got bombed and all the
Right.
people, all the people were, were there that they just turned to opioids. And I mean, it just had a fuck fest. So that makes sense.
Those are better cards. So those are, we're not gonna do no more. We're gonna do some more.
Please 2 or 3 more. I mean, shit. You started it.
Yeah, that's true. All right, you guys.
Today's show is, I'll do a quick commercial. I'm sponsoring the show today. You can head over and check out the cool therapeutic soy candles at girlmondayglamorous.com. That's girlmondayglamorous.com for your soy candles for different occasions. And back to you, Coldwater.
Okay, this is a good one here. All right, this one, Flower, you go first on this one here.
Oh,
What's a girl's best friend?
you said what?
What's a girl's best friend?
What's a girl's best friend?
Yeah.
God, why do you make these so hard? A girl's best
Easy question.
her conscience.
He's dead. Or what?
Her conscience.
Her conscience?
Yeah.
Okay. James, what's a girl's best
Casualties.
friend? Huh?
Casualties.
What was
Catfish.
it?
Casualties.
Casualty.
That makes sense too. Yeah, for sure.
Fair enough. So,
I mean, I was going to go with battlefield amputations.
What's the girl's best friend?
yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
I mean, what else do they want? On dick. Good dick on top of that.
I mean, yeah, theoretically so. All right, white card. What say ye? What's a girl's best friend?
Making a pouty face.
That sounds true too.
That's there's some truth to that. Touche, white deck.
Yeah, because they say that girls use their best friends to get whatever they want.
Whatever
Hey,
they
drop the
want.
fucking bag. You over there being so.
Whatever they want. Whatever they want. Whatever they want. All right.
That's why I'm fucking whining and shit.
If you can't be with the one you love. This is actually a song. So it's supposed to be, if you can't be with the one you love the dun dun dun. So whatever. So think of it that way for you. James, if you can't love the one you that's me. If you can't be with the one you love blank.
Weed.
All right then.
What did he say?
Weed.
Weed.
Bleed?
If you can't be with the one you
Marijuana.
love weed.
Oh.
Fair enough.
All right, say it again.
If you can't be with the one you love blank.
Patient.
Love patient.
Patient.
The stripper.
Patience. And no, my daughter is not a stripper.
Oh, patience.
But
Oh,
you should love patience. If you can't be with the one you love, then you should love patience until that time happens.
just love being patient. I feel that. That's right on point right there. I like that. So, if you can't be with the one you love blank.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. Love cocaine.
Uh,
Uh, so, let's go see what the white card has to say. You can't be with the one you love blank.
10,000 Syrian refugees.
All right.
10,000 what?
Syrian refugees.
Syrian.
If you can't be with the one you love 10,000 Syrian refugees. Hmm. All right,
Okay.
then. All right, then. All right, Deck.
Fine blood.
So one more. We're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, you guys. Let this one be epic. Oh, okay. Why can't I sleep at night? So, why can't I sleep at night?
Can't you sleep at night?
Well, I mean, that's good. Why can't I? What it says.
You snore too loud.
That would be a reason too. I do. I woke myself up a couple of times ago. Who the fuck was that? Okay, so yeah. Flower, why can't I sleep at night?
Because you work at night.
Touche. James, why can't I sleep at night?
Crippling PTSD.
I like your answer. Be farther from the truth, sir. We could be closer to the truth, sir. Could be closer. All right. Last time we asked a question like this to the white deck, paid for it dearly, but here we go. White deck, why can't I sleep at night?
You got anal beads.
That being said, thank you guys for being on the show. God damn it. Guys, I love you all. Thanks for being on board there. Even though you were late, James, thank you very much for popping in and having fun with us on the game. You're late, but you were right on time. You know what I mean?
That's how we can finish our game that we playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clara, thank you very much for being on board. Dover, thank you for being over there and flipping over the white cards. Anal beads, huh? So, Flower, you got any shout outs you want to give out there? Anybody want to say what's up to or anything like that there?
Yeah, I actually wanted to give a big shout out to Doe TV show, the 2NSW for Blunt show, and to JV who's always on the team, and big shout out to me. Thanks, Lotto.
James, shout outs.
Shout out to you guys for having me on the show. Yeah, I was late, but couldn't be helped. Flower, shout out to you as well. And of course, big shout out to marijuana.
Yeah.
MJ. Oh, and it's MJ's birthday, isn't it? Michael Jackson's birthday.
Happy birthday, Michael Jackson.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Mary Jane and MJ too.
Shout outs.
Might have been yesterday. I don't know.
Shout out to everybody as always. And like always, guys, thank you guys for being there. I appreciate you guys coming to the call and coming out here and having some fun with me. And just, having a good talk. Good talk. Good talk.
Session.
Yeah, good talk. Good sesh. So I do appreciate that. My only shout out to you guys, and stay tuned every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I'll be right here, man. Be right there. We'll be smoking and talking and laughing, having a good time. Either educating or uneducating ourselves. One or the other. It's all gonna have a good time, and that's what happens when you sesh with good people to sesh with. I think that's all I got to say about that. So, with that being said, sir,
Always believe and never be positive, and always fight depression. But definitely,
Respect the weed.
It may save your life one day.
just might save your life.
Save your life.
Thank you, everybody. Good night. Peace.
See you on the PS app.
Yep.
Yeah.
Deuces.
I want to kill aliens. Peace out, y'all.